Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another Football Manager experiment, where today we're looking at Venezuela and what would happen if all their clubs were top players and turning their nation into an absolute powerhouse. What could we do? So what we've done, as we have done with previously with other nations, we have gone through every single Venezuelan team and given them 5 stars in everything. Youth recruitment, junior coaching, youth facilities, training facilities, all of it. Every single thing we have increased to max. They're currently 30th in the world rankings, so that's something to keep an eye on. And I don't know if they've actually ever got to a World Cup or not, but it will certainly be something they'll be aiming for. They've got the likes of Joseph Martinez, Solomon Rondon, Roberto Rosales, so they've got some decent players already, but let's see if we can create any more stars for them and help them get further and further. If we take a look at the first division, we can see it also is 13th in the rankings in South America, below Argentina's second division and Brazil's second division. So we'll be interested to see if that will improve as well. But let's jump and take a look how things have started. Okay, so we're 5 years on. It actually looks like they've dropped down a few rankings overall, but we can see Soteldo, and Yango Herrera, who are both real life players, have become some of the bigger names. Nothing really standing out otherwise. We can see that there are a couple of players that have moved to PSG though. Kelvin Acuna is one of them. Looks very, very good. So no wonder he's gone there. Already made a couple of appearances for the Venezuelan first team. 18 years old. And Jose Osorio is another one. Again, very, very good looking, on loan from PSG, a goal in 2 appearances for Venezuela. So very, very exciting stuff for the future by the looks of those there. We can see World Cup qualifying, actually did make it to the World Cup, unfortunately losing all 3 of their games in Group E against Nigeria, Slovenia and Portugal in 2022. This continued, obviously was in the Copa America Group A, where they ended up going through to the quarterfinals but lost to Argentina 6-1. So a bit of a thumping really there. Not too exciting on that front then. A few more World Cup qualifiers and then we'll be able to see how they get on in the next one. I'm hoping that they continue to have a few more players that develop. Samuel Shashoa is another one that's already in the team. So these are all players that are real life players. So I think another 5 years and we'll certainly be able to see a bit of change. Is Premier Division got up at all? No, not really. Still below the likes of those guys. But we can see here a bit of a different team every season almost. So quite nice. Quite nice to see there. Let's jump again and take a look how things have changed and if they finally can go up the world rankings. So here we are then. They've stayed 35th. Not much so far has gone on, but we can see a few players now at some massive, massive teams. Jose Osorio, who we saw previously move to PSG, is now at Chelsea. 27 goals in 56 appearances for Venezuela and looks absolutely phenomenal. Both-footed, pace, power, free kicks are incredible. I mean, we can see 205k Paris Saint-Germain bought him for, sold him for 53 million to Chelsea, and he's got 27 goals in 37 appearances, 8 in 13 this season. So just shows he has been phenomenal. We can also see Carlos Braceno, who's another one here that's moved to PSG. Again, looking very, very good there. Plenty of appearances for Venezuela. And then Kelvin Acuna, who's the other one that we saw, wanted by the likes of Atletico Madrid. Plenty of appearances there and has made a few appearances for PSG already as well at the age of 23. So looking very, very exciting. The increase in world rankings, bit of a shame. Have they increased at all? They've got up, I think, 1 maybe. Yeah, the Argentina second division has dropped right down. Underneath them. And Caracas has decided that they're just going to win the league over and over again. So there you go. Nelson Maza being their youth star. Looks half decent and haven't lost much in regards to that youth recruitment and everything like that, the 5-star ratings, which is good to see. Let's take a look at the schedule though quickly. How have things gone? So we saw they were at the World Cup qualifying. Unfortunately lost in World Cup Group K, get to Ghana and France, but only 1-0. So things are improving, and you never know, we might be able to see a bit more of a performance from them. Continued through World Cup qualifying. Copa America losing on penalties to Mexico in the quarterfinal, considering they're not even a South American team. Interesting, but that happens, doesn't it? They do invite other clubs and nations, but yeah, they lost them unfortunately there. Continued again World Cup qualifying, and then we can see once again this time losing to China as well. Not a great outcome for them really when you see it like that. A 2-1 loss to China and 1-0 to Belgium. They're not losing by much, but the teams they're losing to, like China, are certainly ones that you need to be beating if you want to get anywhere in the World Cup and rise up the rankings, because currently they are sitting in 35th with Switzerland just behind Ghana, and certainly don't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon. But what we will do is jump ahead. They have popped up to 17th at one stage, but otherwise they've been pretty low down, 25 being the next highest. So let's jump ahead again and see if there's any further information as to how they go. All right, now this has got a bit exciting. 19th in the world rankings now, above Senegal, above Holland, Nigeria, Ukraine, Japan, and only just behind Serbia, Australia, and Cameroon. So looking very, very positive in that side of things. We can see, obviously, the only South Americans above them are Brazil, Argentina, and then you've got Uruguay and Colombia. Then it's Venezuela. So not doing too bad, really. The 5th best South American club, when we know South America are always going to be very, very good clubs and have very good nations in there. But we still got Jose Osorio, who is absolutely incredible. 101 appearances, 52 goals for Venezuela. 170 goals and 267 appearances for Chelsea. Absolute monster of a player. We've also got one Joel Reyes at Southampton. Again, looks very good. Very, very pacey striker. Ronaldo Herrera, what a name. He's come from Aragua and moved to Porto. Another attacking player. Are these all attacking players? Calvin Acuna, yep, as we saw, he's very much an attacking player. Carlos Braceno, he's the defensive one. Yep, we noticed that. And then Nelson Cedeno, again, very attacking, wanted by Juventus. Some very, very good players in there. 19th in the world ranking, though, which is very, very good. Primera Division, how's things gone? Caracas is still running the show. Got up a little bit further. Now in 10th, the league is in reputation-wise, so that's nice to see. Let's take a look at the schedule. How have things gone here? So World Cup, we saw them losing to China, but has things changed at all? World Cup qualifying, Copa America actually got to the semi-final, losing to Argentina, which is very good, and got 3rd place. They won 3rd place, beating Colombia 3-0. So a fantastic result there. Not quite able to win it, but getting pretty far. And again, World Cup, for the first time, they've been able to get out the groups, and then went even further, get into the quarterfinals, drew against Ivory Coast, beat Greece, beat South Africa in the second round, then beat Uruguay 3-0 comfortably, and then a loss to France in the quarterfinal 4-0. But certainly looks a lot more positive and looks like they might be qualifying for the World Cup again as well. So what we'll do is we'll jump one more time and see if they can make it any further. Can they win a Copa America, or is it kind of 3rd place the best they can do? And can they get any further when it comes to the World Cup? Let's jump ahead and find out. All right, 14th. What a result. 14th in the world. Quite the continued jump. Another 5 up in the table. This time, still got Colombia above them. And the likes of, obviously, Argentina and Brazil. But they're up to 4th in the rankings for South America. And 14th in the world. Not bad at all. Just above Senegal and Croatia. Not too shabby. We can see here, though, Kelvin Acuna is now the key player. Looking solid as anything. Currently at AC Milan. Nelson Cedeno, a 28-year-old, 94 caps and 49 goals for Venezuela. Not too bad at all after his time at Atletico Madrid. He moved to Tottenham. Billy Diaz, lovely name. Love that, Billy. He's done the rounds a bit. Duisburg, Nuremberg, PSG, Brighton, where he currently is. Again, 61 appearances, 19 goals. Plenty of goals there. Primera Division, though, let's take a look. We can see, it's changed around a little bit. That's nice to see. And they've gone up to 8th as well in the kind of rankings. But nice to see a few more clubs getting the win over Caracas. And they've not dropped massively. They've just been beaten, which is quite nice to see. Let's take a look then finally at the schedule. How has things gone? Don't want to take a look there. So we can see, World Cup. Copa America reached the quarterfinal, losing to Colombia 2-1 this time, unfortunately. But still a good run-in, losing only in the group stage to Argentina, which isn't too bad when you think about it. World Cup qualifying, a few more there, South American, and then, unfortunately, getting knocked out of the World Cup Group N in 2038, which is a bit of a shame, really. Losing to Russia 2-0, and then a draw against Costa Rica certainly isn't something that you'd have expected. I'm sure the Venezuelan fans would be a bit frustrated considering the players that they've now got. And then finally there we've got the World Cup qualifying and the Copa America for this season just gone, where again they reached the quarterfinals but in fact lost 3-0 to Colombia, who seemed to cause a bit of an issue for them. But a 2 draw against Argentina, not a bad outcome. But there you go. So the best they managed to do was get third in the what did they get third in? The Copa America, and then the quarterfinals in the World Cup. So not bad, really, and some fantastic players we've seen. And then jumping up to 14th from 30th, or 35th at the lowest point, I think, or even 42nd down there. Certainly improved as they got more and more of the youth players and wonder kids coming through. But they are, would I say they're a powerhouse? Probably not. But they're still very, very good side and a bit of an underdog, bit of a dark horse. I'd probably put the money on for World Cups and Copa Americas. But there you go. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, leave a comment of any experiments or anything like that you want to see below, and I'll make sure to take a look. Thanks very much. See you later.